Live from the Arkansas PBS studios in Conway, it's Quiz Bowl 2024. Right now, we have the 7A state championship featuring Rodgers Heritage War Eagles and Little Rock Central Tigers. So let's meet the teams.
Hi, my name is Ivan Ramos. I'm a senior at Rodgers Heritage High School, and now I'm a true PBS kid.
Hi, I'm Peyton Wimberly. I'm a senior at Rodgers Heritage High School and a Rotad.
Hi, I'm Anya Okano, a sophomore at Rodgers Heritage High School, and success is not determined by intelligence, but rather how much you care.
Hi, I'm Ashley Flesher. I'm a junior at Rodgers Heritage High School, and always remember to drive your own bus.
Hi, my name is Samuel Klein. I'm a 9th grader at Rodgers Heritage High School, and I'm a Johnny Barham stan.
What's up, guys? I'm Florlane Eka. I'm a sophomore at Heritage High School, and you're watching PBS.
Hi, I'm Miles Brandon, and I'm a freshman from Rodgers Heritage High School, and 3.141592653388793238462643338.
Hi, I'm Eiley Hector. I am a freshman at Rodgers Heritage High School. I have a terribly sore throat, but I hope I leave a winner.
Hi, I'm Owen Thompson, and yes, I'm a high schooler at Rodgers Heritage High School.
Hi, my name is Venus Figueroa. I'm a freshman at Heritage High School, and I am out of this world.
Hello, my name is Ivan. I am a freshman at Heritage High School, and I am the shortest member on the team.
Hi, my name is Melanie Velasquez. I'm a senior at Rodgers Heritage High School, and it's always a great day to be a War Eagle.
Hi, I'm Mary Parker. I'm a co-coach at Rodgers Heritage High School, and I'm ready to put a ring on it.
Hi, I'm Johnny Barham, co-coach of the Heritage Quiz Bowl team, and I'd like to thank the Heritage Athletic Boosters for making this trip possible. Go War Eagles!
Hi, my name is Bhavna Sridharan. I'm a senior, and I gotta make you understand.
I'm Josh McNeil. I'm a senior, and I'm never gonna give you up.
Hello, my name is Joshua Gormley. I'm a senior, and I'm never gonna let you down.
Hi, my name is Joseph Nicholas, and I'm never gonna run around or desert you.
Hi, my name is Amrita Chaudhry. I'm a sophomore, and I'm never gonna make you cry.
Hello, my name is Abraham Baldwin, and I'm never gonna say goodbye.
My name is Sridharan. I'm a sophomore, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Hi, I'm Shauna Shannon, and I'm the coach of Little Rock Central, and we're never gonna give you up.
Love getting to see their personalities. Well, we have 4 rounds of questions before we find out which of those teams will be taking home the 4A Quiz Bowl State Championship. Let's get started with round 1, a 20-question toss-up round. To do that, let's turn it over to our quiz master, Steve Patterson. Steve?
Thank you, Christina, and it is so great to see these two teams. They have fought all year long and gotten wins and losses, but here they are today, ready to play, ready to be state champion for 7A. And so I wish you both well. So with that said, we are ready for round 1.
Round 1.
All right, hands on our buzzers, and here we go. Dystopian novels were pretty rare in the 1930s, but this one was a catalyst for more to come. The characters include John, Bernard, Siddharth.
Brave New World by Aldous Huxley.
You're right. She was one of the ancient progeny and was a primordial goddess who usually represented as simply the substance of night. She was portrayed. Peyton.
Nix.
Peyton, you're right. Well, if we could stop right now, we'd both be our champions, wouldn't we? These brothers were born into a paper-making family business. One brother was a maverick. Siddharth.
Grimm Brothers.
No. One brother was a maverick with no business sense, and the other was much more practical. Together, they discovered that the heated air caused... Peyton.
Montgolfier.
You're right. He was a British journalist who began working for the MI6 in 1940. He was assigned to the British Embassy in Washington, D.C. in 1949 and worked with U.S. intelligence. Name this traitor to the UK who turned out to be one of the most successful spies in providing secrets to the Soviet Union, and who eventually had to defect to the Soviet Union, where in 1963, where he lived until his death. Joshua.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
No. Peyton. No, it's Kim Philby. Kim Philby. All right, here's a math computation for number 5. If a right triangle has legs of length 4√5 and 8 feet, what is the length of the hypotenuse in feet? Bhavana.
12 feet.
Bhavana, you're right. All right. This constellation features 4 Cepheid type bright stars that are easily seen when in Australia. It is the smallest of the 88 constellations, but is one of the most visible. What is the common name of this? Josh.
Southern Cross.
Josh, good job. In 1848, this composer left his homeland in Bohemia. Siddharth.
Smetana.
Thank goodness, y'all are saving me from reading a lot of stuff. Good job. This metamorphic dialogue is between Glaucon and Socrates, the narrator of the story. Socrates explains how the philosopher is like a prisoner who is freed from this tidal space. Josh.
Cave.
More specific.
Prisoner in the cave.
No. Tidal space is one that understands the shadows on the wall. Name this conversation that takes place. Ivan.
Plato's allegory of the cave.
Yes, had to have allegory of the cave. Born in 1587 or 1588, he was a wealthy English lawyer and a religious leader. He led a large group of migrants from England in 1630 and founded the Massachusetts. Peyton.
Hooker.
I'm sorry?
Hooker.
No. And founded the Massachusetts Bay Colony. Name this Puritan leader who gave his famous City on a Hill. Siddharth.
Roger Williams.
No. It is John Winthrop. John Winthrop. All right, number 10. In Hebrew, this name means my messenger or his messenger. This biblical book is contained in the Tanakh and features one of the 12 minor prophets. Name this book of the Old Testament that was likely written by Ezra the scribe and is the last book of the Old Testament. Josh.
Malachi.
Right. This lung infection is most commonly found in the eastern and central United States. It is transmitted by a fungus common in soil whose spores become airborne. Name this lung infection. Peyton.
Legionnaire's disease?
No. This lung infection, which is caused by breathing in a fungus that is commonly found in bird and bat droppings. Joshua.
Bronchitis.
No, it's histoplasmosis. All right, a math computation. Factor 12x squared minus x minus 6. Bhavana.
Open quantity 3x plus 2 closed quantity times open quantity 4x minus 3 closed quantity.
Yes. This agricultural growing technique has distinctive advantages such as up to a tenfold decrease in water use. Common media used in this growing technique include vermiculite, coconut coir, and perlite. Name this plant growing technique which uses water. Siddharth.
Hydroponics.
Right. Question number 14 states, this novel is set in Newark, New Jersey, and is the first of a trilogy by this author. It engages... Siddharth.
Dos Passos.
No. Where was I there? It engages the dark underbelly beneath the veneer of the perfect life of an American family through characters such as Swede, Mary, and Dawn. Name this novel that precedes I Married a Communist and The Human Stain by Philip Roth. Peyton.
American Pastoral.
You're right, Peyton. You don't sound like you're right, but you're definitely right. All right. In 2002, this 15th century merchant, diplomat, and writer was voted as one of the 100 most important Britons of all time. His work as a silk trader in Belgium led him to seeing and learning the printing industry there. Name this man who set up a printing press. Siddharth.
Gutenberg.
No. Printing press in Westminster in 1476, translated works of Homer, and was the first person to print a book in English. Peyton.
Smith.
No, it's William Caxton. All right, this political framework is defined as a system of government that F.W. Robertson called the most geographically expressive form of government. That is, the central government divides and cedes some powers to its internal political units. Name this political system that is used in countries like Germany and the United States. Siddharth.
Federalism.
Yes. This artist was especially known for using language within his art. Name this Belgian surrealist. Siddharth.
Rene Magritte.
Siddharth, you're on a roll over there. Good job. All right, let's do a math computation. And judges, I had to put in extra number 3. All right. If a person was to roll 10 regular, fair, 6-sided dice with the standard numbering, what value of roll would be the most likely to occur? Josh.
7.
No. Peyton.
70.
No, half of that, 35. Sanford Dole acted on behalf of large sugar producers and their American counterparts to depose the queen of this island in Josh.
Hawaii.
Hawaii is the correct answer. In Latin, it is defined as the bottom and is the concave part of an organ that is the furthest from the opening. Examples of this term are in the brain, eye, stomach, uterus, urinary bladder, and gallbladder. Name this upper part of the stomach which forms a bulge higher than the opening of the esophagus. Siddharth.
Epiglottis.
No. Peyton.
Bottleneck.
No, it is the fundus. Fundus. You don't want to get that inflamed. All right, that is the end of round 1. And do we have any challenges, coaches? None here. Challenges over here? Johnny? Okay, no challenges. So we're going to go back to Christina and make any substitutions we need to make.
Thank you, Steve. Another entertaining match for us to watch. And we are going to cut away briefly to do a bit of Quiz Bowl housekeeping, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
The state's best baseball and softball teams are back in Conway this summer as the Centennial Bank State Baseball and Softball Championships are live on Arkansas PBS Sports.
That one is lifted to left, and it is gone.
Sends this into center field. It's a walk-off for the Warriors' first state championship.
For a complete schedule and all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
Today can be a new beginning.
Bright things ahead, darling. Brightness and joy.
That's genuinely classy.
I just want to be right here in this moment with you.
You set kind of a high bar.
I'm just getting started.
Television will never be the same again.
Magnificent.
And welcome back to the State Quiz Bowl Championships. There were no challenges in this past round, so Little Rock Central is still in the lead, but there's plenty of time and anything can happen. So let's go back over to the Quiz Master for round 2.
Well, we're glad to have Abraham and Joseph into the game, and so they're going to really amp up the energy and the knowledge factor here. All right, this is round 2, which means that if your team gets a toss-up right, your team also gets a chance at answering 4 bonus questions for 5 points each. All right, so we are ready now for round 2.
Round 2.
All right, hands on our buzzers. This 17th century composer from the British Isles was the most celebrated until the 20th century composers such as Elgar, Holst, and Britten became his equal. He is most remembered for his plays, marches, and anthems. Name this English composer famous for the operas Dido. Siddharth.
Purcell.
You're right. That means you have earned a bonus. And this one is called Chinese Dynasty Superlatives. Ivana, when you give me an answer, speak really loud and clearly right to me. All right, given some facts about a Chinese dynasty, provide the name of the dynasty being described. One of the shortest dynasties, rule of law, first emperor buried with terracotta soldiers.
Terracotta soldiers, which one? Chin. Answer Chin.
No. Population doubled. Forbidden city built.
Ming.
Blue and white porcelain.
Yeah.
Answer Ming.
Yes. First official dynasty. Writing system began. Oracle bone writings.
Shang. Answer Shang.
Yes. Adopted Confucian values. First university. Titular name of Chinese people.
Answer Han.
Han is correct. The only one you missed was the Qin dynasty. Oh, they got number 1 correct? Okay, good. So you got all 4 right, Bhavana. You got a friend over there on the judges panel. All right, here's our second toss-up for both schools. This Irish-American man was very influential in Alexander Hamilton's life, education, and turning him from his pro-British leanings. He gathered information on the British using his tailor shop. Joseph.
Mulligan.
Mulligan is correct. Nice. All right, and your bonus, number 2, is called Great Books. Great Books. Given a clue or clues about great book, character, or author in literature, provide what's being described. Decade of the setting of The Catcher in the Rye.
Answer 1950s.
No. Type of whale that Moby Dick was.
White.
No, is it beluga? No, sperm.
Answer sperm.
Yes. Jack Kerouac's authors group.
Beat Generation.
Answer beat generation.
Yes. And Wang Lung and Olan are the main characters in this work.
That's The Good Earth.
The Good Earth.
Yes.
Answer The Good Earth.
Right. Okay, so the only one you missed was the decade of the setting of Catcher in the Rye, which is 1920s. The 1920s. All right, we've got 2 bonuses left. Let's see if we can get it with this next one. It happens to be math computation. Josh is playing a card game, and one card has its best effect when he rolls a 6 on a standard D6. When he plays the card, he can pay extra to roll the die more than one time. What is the minimum number of dice rolls that he needs to have at least a 50% chance of getting the best effect? Peyton.
3.
No. Lavana.
1.
4 is the correct answer. 4. All right, here's another toss-up. This short graphic novel in the Gothic style is by Nathaniel Hawthorne and features elements. Siddharth.
The House of the Seven Gables.
No. And features elements of Dante's Divine Comedy. The plot is about a researcher in Italy who grows a garden of poisonous plants. Name this short story that features the botanist's daughter's immunity to the garden of poisonous plants, who then dies when the rival botanist gives her an antidote to the poison that then kills her. Peyton.
House of Seven Gables.
No, it's Rappaccini's daughter. Rappaccini's daughter. There are 3 basic types of tissue layer in plants: cork, unifacial, and vascular. This provides undifferentiated cells for plant growth. Name this tissue found between xylem and phloem that can be edible in its raw or cooked form or is ground into flour for baking. Peyton.
Glottum.
No. Siddharth.
Cambium.
Yes. Was that a guess?
I had it, but yeah, I guess it was a guess.
All right. Well, that earns your team a bonus. And that bonus is going to be famous Arkansans. Given a description or clue about a famous person born in Arkansas, name the person. Born in Kingsland, he walked the line.
Answer Johnny Cash.
Yes. Born in Jonesboro, he authors legal novels.
Grisham.
Answer Grisham.
Yes. Born in Little Rock, he was a World War I, World War II, and Korean War general.
Answer MacArthur.
Yes. Born in Huttig, she was an NAACP civil rights leader who helped plan the integration of Little Rock High School.
Daisy Bates.
Answer Daisy Bates.
Yes. You better get that one right. All right, so you got all 4 of those right, and we have 1 bonus remaining. And I bet we can get to it here in the next couple of questions. All right, math computation. What is the determinant of the 2x2 matrix with first row 3, -5, and second row 4, 4? Siddharth.
32.
Right. All right, and you have earned the fourth bonus, which is Scientific Inventions and Innovations Timeline. Given a list of inventions and innovations, put them in chronological order from the first to be introduced to the last to be introduced. Okay? Now, if you have them in the right place, but maybe you missed some others, you still get points for the ones you put in the right place. Okay. I'm going to read the 4 things off to you. First, items with barcodes arrive in stores. The laser is created. The space shuttle launched and landed. Polio vaccine is introduced.
Okay, so laser's first.
Laser, then polio.
Laser, polio, then after. Okay, polio, and then I think it's
Barcode, then space.
Then space shuttle.
Okay.
Laser, polio, barcode, space shuttle.
Laser, polio, barcodes, space shuttle.
Yes.
Answer: laser, polio, barcodes, space shuttle.
I got that they got 2 right. Okay, good. You got polio and laser backwards. So polio first in 1957, and then the laser introduced in 1960. But great job on that. You got 20 points out of the deal. All right, and we are through with round 2. Do we have any challenges? I do. You do have a challenge? Okay, we do have a challenge, so we're going to go to Christina.
Okay, thank you, Steve. And we're going to bring in our expert, Bill Davis, to talk a little bit about what do you think this challenge might be?
It's got to be on one of the bonuses, but I'm not sure what it is. I didn't catch anything, so you know we'll see what it is. Little Rock Christian did the challenge, and they've got a substantial lead.
Yeah,
they're doing. I did note one when they were asked the question about the gentleman from Little Rock that helped integrate Little Rock Central. That was kind of a give me on them.
Their school.
Yeah, they knew that.
Is
all
there
of them.
strategy that goes with when and if they decide to actually ask for a challenge?
Yes, and 2, you don't want later, because some of these teams will wind up in national competition. They want to make sure that what they answered was correct or what they didn't answer was correct. So, you know, you want to keep the knowledge straight. That's it.
All right, well, we are going to go ahead and go to break, but stick around. There's much more to come.
The state's best baseball and softball teams are back in Conway this summer as the Centennial Bank State Baseball and Softball Championships are live on Arkansas PBS Sports.
That one is lifted to left, and it is gone.
Sends this into center field. It's a walk-off for the Warriors' first state championship.
For a complete schedule and all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
Piece of gold was all she carried. AC got on fields of evergreen. Oh, with a breeze.
For decades, the Bee Gees created music that defined a generation.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
And welcome back. We just got word that the challenge was actually accepted. Can you kind of explain what happened?
Yeah, they said they challenged the time of the Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, okay.
And it was in 1950s. I would not have known that. I taught math. I didn't teach literature, so I missed it. I wouldn't have known anything about it. The moderator had 1920s, and I really thought that's when it was, but I guess not.
We all learned something today.
That's
okay,
right.
Let's head back over to the quiz master.
Well, welcome back. We did have that challenge, and it was a good challenge. They discovered that the decade for catching the rye was the 1950s, not the 1920s. So there you go. So we'll add 5 more points onto the Little Rock Central score. All right, I'm going to announce now to you the categories. Rodgers, you'll get to go first, and then Little Rock Central. Okay, here are the 3 categories you can choose from. SI-derived units. Given an SI unit that is derived from an algebraic base unit, provide what the SI unit measures. The second one is Central and South American and Caribbean capitals. When given the name of a city, identify the nation of which it is the capital. And the third one is First Ladies of the United States. Given a First Lady's first name and and maiden name, provide her husband's name who was president. All right, you have 1 minute to decide.
And while the teams are deciding on which category they're going to choose, we're just going to talk a little bit more. You've mentioned several times we've had some rookie teams here today, teams that have never been here. And is that an advantage, a disadvantage? How does that play into these matches?
It's usually a disadvantage because this is a different environment. But what we've seen this morning is 2 of our rookie teams, and Rodgers Heritage is one of them right now, but 2 of them won. Mm-hmm. And they unseated or defeated a state championship team from last year. So I don't know if you could say it was a disadvantage or not. The one team that I noticed from the get-go that was really impressive to me was Truman. And this was their first time here. But from the very first question, you could see that they had been coached to concentrate, listen, and their knowledge was very wide and very deep. They were a very good team, especially as a rookie team to be here. They didn't have any adjustment period.
I think it's just more surprising when they did what else they did. Yeah.
Atkins kind of had an adjustment to go through. Right. And they got behind, and I really felt like Mountain View was going to win it. And then Atkins just kept coming and kept coming. They'd chip off 5 or 10 points. So, you just can't tell. It just really depends on the determination of those team members and staying in the game.
Absolutely, but it has been so exciting.
May get closer. 62nd round can cause a lot of points to be stacked up, even though it's the least number of points in the game.
So even with the big lead, there's still time for things to happen.
Oh, yes. There's 300 and plus points out there. Yes.
Okay.
Even though I will say Little Rock Central is impressive.
Absolutely. Well, it has been a fun day of watching these matches. So we're now going to send it back to the Quizmaster because the teams have chosen their categories.
All right, Christina, thank you. They have chosen their categories and made some substitutions, at least over here they have. Okay, so Rodgers Heritage.
Yeah, I'll be deferring to Anya.
Okay.
For all answers.
All right, good. They chose Central and South American and Caribbean capitals. And then with the other 2 choices, Little Rock Central chose First Ladies of the United States. All right, so pretty exciting. And we're going to start with Rodgers, and Bhavana, you be ready with any bounce backs that they may give you. Hopefully there won't be any, right? All right, Anya, you're going to be speaking for Rodgers. All right. You chose the category Central and South American Caribbean capitals. You'll actually be given the name of that city, and then you tell the nation of which it's the capital. And I apologize when I mispronounce these. All right. We got the minute ready? Okay, here we go. Belmopan.
Belize.
Yes. Tegucigalpa.
Honduras.
Yes. Port of Spain.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes. Caracas.
Venezuela.
Yes. Georgetown.
Guyana.
Yes. St. George's.
Grenada.
Yes. Asuncion.
Paraguay.
Yes. San Jose.
Costa Rica.
Yes.
Suriname.
Thank you. And Nassau.
Bahamas.
Yes. Nicely done. All right, now you have the chance to do that well, Little Rock Central.
I will be deferring all my answers to Siddharth.
To Siddharth? Okay. Speak clearly when you're going to speak to me.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Here we go. It says, when given a lady's first name and maiden name, provide her husband's name that was president. Ready?
Sir.
Elizabeth Bess Wallace.
Answer Truman.
Yes. Martha Dandridge.
Washington. Yeah, answer Washington.
Yes. Elizabeth Courtright.
Answer Monroe.
Yes. Abigail Powers.
Adams. Answer Adams.
No. Sarah Singleton.
Answer Polk.
No. Helen Herron.
Answer Taft.
Yes. Laura Welch.
Laura Bush.
W. Bush.
Yeah.
Answer W. Bush.
Yes. Florence Kling.
Answer Harding.
Yes. Lucretia Rudolph.
Answer Garfield.
Yes. Thelma Ryan.
Pat Ryan. Answer Nixon.
Yes. All right, so you got 8 out of the 10. Very good. Now that means, and Ivan, I can take the answers from you or Anya. Doesn't matter. You have these two. Abigail Powers.
Fillmore.
Yes. And Sarah Singleton.
No answer.
Okay. Sarah Singleton was Martin Van Buren. If you're watching at home, there are some very, very smart kids in Arkansas. And y'all did a great job on those. Okay. We are going to check for challenges. Do we have any challenges? None here? None over there? Okay. Then we're going to go to Christina while we make substitutions.
All right, thank you, Steve. Like he said, we have some smart students in the state of Arkansas. These matches have been very entertaining, very intense, and very fun to watch. So stick around. You don't want to miss a minute of it. We'll be right back.
We're launching our 2024 New Member Challenge, and our goal is to gain 2,500 new members before June 30th. If we reach our goal, Arkansas PBS Foundation will receive a $45,000 challenge fund provided by generous Ambassador Circle donors. If you're already a donor to Arkansas PBS, thank you. We couldn't do it without you. If not, now is the perfect time to join and help us meet our 2024 New Member Challenge goal.
The state's best baseball and softball teams are back in Conway this summer as the Centennial Bank State Baseball and Softball Championships are live on Arkansas PBS Sports.
That one is lifted to left, and it is gone.
Sends this into center field. It's a walk-off for the Warriors' first state championship.
For a complete schedule and all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
We are back and ready for the final round. Once again, Little Rock Central is still in the lead, but anything can happen. So let's go to this final round. And for that, we'll head over to the Quizmaster.
Well, that's exactly right. There are still 200 points up in the air for this final round. So good luck to both schools. All right, hands on our buzzer. And by the way, Miles is in. Didn't mean to forget you there, Miles. And Floor Lane is in. And then Amrita and Joshua are back in. All right. And with that, we're going to begin round 4.
Round 4.
Many slow-moving and parasitic invertebrates, such as trematodes and bryozoans, have this condition. Most angiosperms, or flowering plants, are this because they have a seed in an ovary. Name this condition that in humans involves having parts of or the whole. Siddharth.
Reproductive?
No. Or the whole of both ovary and testicular tissues and have male or female sexual organs. Peyton.
Stall.
It is a hermaphrodite. All right, he spent a great deal of time in Hispaniola and Cuba during his first expeditions of the New World. He earned the title Viceroy of Spain and Peyton.
Columbus.
No. And allied with indigenous people to get them to fight other indigenous people. Name this explorer who burned his ship so his men would commit to seek fortune, and who destroyed the Aztec Empire. Siddharth.
Hernan Cortez.
Yes. What American artist illustrated the Boy Scouts calendar for 50 years, but is perhaps better known for his illustrations on the cover of the Saturday? Siddharth.
Norman Rockwell.
Right. Math computation. In the 1960s, a NASCAR driver named Henry Unick used several tricks to get an advantage in racing. In one case, he used a fuel line that was 10 feet long and 2 inches in diameter, over 4 times larger than was usual, to sneak extra fuel into his car. How much fuel in cubic inches and terms of pi were stored just in this? Josh.
10 pi cubic inches.
No. Ivan.
400 pi cubic inches.
I have 100 pi cubic inches. 120? This 1992 novel's first line hooks the reader. The snow in the mountains was melting, and Bunny had been dead for several weeks before we came to understand the gravity of our situation. The story features a professor of the classics and a group of elite students from a New England university. Name this novel by Donna Tartt that... Peyton.
The Goldfinch.
No. That presses the boundaries of morality and then goes to full evil. Josh.
Dead Poet Society.
No, it's called The Secret History. The Secret History. Math computation. If you raise 3 to the power of 333, what is the unit's digit answer? Siddharth.
7?
No. Ivan.
12.
The answer is 3. She was born from the left eye of her father and given a necklace of jewels. After a disagreement with her brother, Susanu, she withdrew in protest to a cave, making the world go dark. Siddharth.
Amaterasu.
You're right. He was a German playwright and poet who was immersed in Marxist theory in the 1920s. He developed the learning play style of theater, which de-emphasized the fourth wall. Name this writer of such works as Mother Courage and Her Children, The Threepenny Opera, Peyton.
Veal.
No. And The Rise and Fall of the City of Mahogany. The answer is Brecht. Brecht. All right, this painful condition affects the small fluid-filled sacs that cushion your bones, tendons, and muscles near your joints. Peyton?
Arthritis.
No. According to the world-renowned Cleveland Clinic, you are more likely to get this condition akin to arthritis if you have a job, hobby, or sport that puts a lot of stress on your joints. Name this condition caused by the inflammation of the sacs, usually in the shoulders, elbows, and hips. Siddharth?
Bursitis?
Yes. Science computation. So we'll put 20 seconds on the clock and let you answer this science. Rachel is standing atop a building. She drops a small metal ball off the side and watches until she sees it hit the ground 13 seconds later. If gravity is 10 meters per second squared, how tall in meters is the building? Siddharth?
845 meters.
You're right. All right, we've had a timeout called, and so we'll take a 30-second timeout and go to you, Christina.
Okay, thank you so much, Steve. And I'm going to bring in our Quiz Bowl expert to talk a little bit about timeouts, strategy behind it, why it was called, and in this particular case, why you think it was called.
Okay, this time it's called because he's building a program in Rodgers Heritage. And what they're doing is he's wanting to get them to have some experience. He's got some sophomores and some freshmen. He wants them to see what it's like to be up there and be on that buzzer here at Arkansas PBS. And that's a wise move. This is a coach that has coached at Atkins. Notice they just won a while ago.
Yep.
He coached several years at Russellville. You're going to see them this afternoon.
Yes.
They're well-oiled machine. They've been here 9 times counting this year. So he knows what he's doing, and that's what he's preparing for the future.
And along those lines, how important is that role? You got to have good students, but you got to have good coaching.
Yes, and that's a good move because, like I say, the environment here is different. When you go to an invitational tournament, you're going to play in a classroom or at the most on a small stage. Sure. But here, it's not an auditorium, it's cameras, and the temperature's a little cooler, the crowd is a little bit less probably, but it's just a different environment, and you've got to really be determined and concentrate.
And to be on live TV at the same time.
Absolutely.
The cameras can't be bothering you, that thought can't be bothering you.
That's right.
It really can be an intense situation. So it's so impressive. Even if you're watching at home and think you know the answer, it's so different when you're here and in the mix of all the things that you talked about. Well, thank you so much for your insight. Let's go back over to the Quizmaster.
All right, we had a little time out there, and Rodgers brought in some new folks, Ailey, Melanie, Owen, and Venus.
Eiley, actually.
Eiley, thank you, Eiley. And then, of course, we have our same folks over here. All right, good luck as we finish up the last 10 questions of the game. All right. People who enjoy collecting, owning, or examining monetary devices are divided into 2 groups. The notophiles, who like to collect paper currency and banknotes, while the other group focuses on coins. What is the name of a person who studies types, metals, fields, legends, and the striking of coins? Josh.
Numismatics.
Yes. All right. Illustrations of these on cards were published in 1824 by Alexander Jameson, which were called Urania's Mirror. The cards had small holes punched in exact places, so no one could hold them up and see these patterns. So one could hold them up and see these patterns on the night sky. What patterns of the heavens would Eiley?
Constellations.
You're absolutely right. The United Arab Emirates were formed into Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and Sharjah, and 4 other city-states in 1971. What is the former name of this area, taken from its coastal name and a peace agreement? And, okay, Josh.
Persia.
No. Rodgers? Eiley?
Prussia.
No, it's the Trucial States. Trucial States. This novel features a story about a 9-year-old girl and her sister being sold by their father into the city pleasure district. The 2005 film adaptation told the story of Sakamoto facing the rough life on the streets on her way to becoming this titular Japanese apprentice. Name this coming-of-age work by Arthur Golden. Amrita.
Memories of a Geisha.
Say it again.
Memories of a Geisha.
No. Eiley.
Kunoichi.
No, it's Memoirs of a Geisha. Memoirs. Due to past mining of this element, there are Superfund sites in northeast Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. Towns such as Pitcher and Galena were sites. Siddharth.
Lead.
You're right. A math computation for number 46. For a given function, f of x equals negative 3x squared plus 4x, what is the slope of f of x at as x equals 2? Siddharth.
-8.
Yes. The 2 closest United States capitals are approximately 40 miles apart. When the founder of one of these capitals lived in the other capital, he was forced to leave. Siddharth.
Boston, Massachusetts, and Providence, Rhode Island.
You're right on both. And I could have accepted either one. Number 48. This Annapurna Interactive Best of 2023 video game has the main character carrying the weight of the world. It features spheres you can jump into and between and explore. Name this 2023 video game from the maker of Inside and Limbo, whose title is the same as a pupa. Siddharth.
Larva.
No. Correct answer is cocoon. Cocoon. This opera is set on a former slave plantation near the Red River in Texarkana in 1884. A Pulitzer Prize for this opera was awarded posthumously to its African-American composer in 1976. What is the name of the only opera ever written by Texarkana native Scott Joplin? Siddharth.
Etrusca.
No. Rodgers Heritage. Ivan.
Matrushka.
No, it's Tremonisha. Tremonisha. And the question number 50, which will end the game for us. Shakespeare uses this literary device in this line from Othello. If there be cords or knives or poison or fire or suffocating streams, I'll not endure it. Name the literary device that uses for, or, nor, and, but. Joshua.
Consonants?
No. Eiley.
Coordinating conjunction.
No, I needed polysyndeton. Polysyndeton. And that was the last question of the game. Do we have any challenges? None over here? None back here? Okay, so no challenges. So congratulations to our winner of 7A, 380 points to Little Rock Central, and Rodgers Heritage, our state runner-up, with 180. Let's go to Christina.
Thank you, Steve, and congratulations to both teams. It was a very good match. We're going to take a quick break and be right back after this. Stay with us.
Sustaining membership is an easy, convenient, and affordable way for you to support the programs you love on Arkansas PBS. Sustaining members make an ongoing monthly contribution from either their checking account or credit card. Simply choose the monthly amount that fits your budget, and then call or go online and we'll set it up for you. Your donation will happen automatically each month, so your support will always be current. Need to make a change to your monthly gift? Just call or email us. You're always in control. Knowing we can count on a certain amount of revenue each month helps Arkansas PBS better plan for the future. Call or go online to start your sustaining membership right now.
We are so lucky to count on you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's really terribly kind of you.
We are just, beyond grateful for the support that we get.
I'll always be so grateful for everything you did for me.
This is one thankful count.
Fayetteville is located up among the hills in a most inaccessible spot in what is said by the inhabitants to be the Star County of the state. It has 2 churches, the county courthouse, a number of fine stores and dwellings. It is a flourishing little town.
Tuesday night, April 30th at 8.
And welcome back. I'm here with Carolyn and Melinda and the Friends with Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association, and we've got some awards to hand out. So here we go.
So we would like to award first time here our state runner-ups for 7A, Rodgers Heritage.
Round of applause.
Check.
And the big check. You got to be sure you take that home too.
And then our state champions, Little Rock Central.
Congratulations, Little Rock Central.
And your big check.
Let's get you the big check. Try taking that to the bank. And you guys get a banner, so we can hold that up and display it proudly at your school. Very good job.
Miss Karen.
Okay, and we're over to Carolyn.
Yes, and we need to also acknowledge our MVP, and I'll try to pronounce it. Siddharth Smadoran.
Is that close? Congratulations. MVP, very good. Wonderful.
We also have Peyton Wimberly as an all-tournament player, and he's here on here.
Congratulations over here. We can get you your medal. Very good.
Also, Lee Carter of North Little Rock, Sam Pritchard of Fort Smith Southside, Justin Hahn of Sportsman Southside, Jeffrey Robinson of Little Rock Central, over here someplace. Oh, okay. Zachary Cookus of Bryant, Anna McPhail of Cabot, Nicholas Robinson of Rodgers, Nash Christian of Bryant, and Kemming Ming of Fayetteville. That is the all-tournament team.
Wonderful round of applause for everybody and all the players and the coaches. Fantastic match here today, so thank you all for being here. And up next, we have the 6A state championship with Little Rock Catholic Rockets taking on Russellville Cyclones. That is coming up in about 30 minutes, so stay tuned for that.